We're going to start with our 45 minutes full body mat class. We're going to start laying on our backs with our knees bent. As always, I'm going to give you a couple of different variations. So take the challenges if you wish, or take the modifications. Otherwise, if you all just want to make sure you are on mute, and of course, you're most welcome to play your music in the background if you want to have some tunes going on. Beautiful. All right, just give me a wave if you can hear me okay. Perfect. All right, guys, let's start on our back. We're just going to start with warming up to a nice pelvic tilt, a nice basic Pilates exercises. So both knees will be bent, and you're just going to start by flattening your back into the mat and releasing. So taking a breath in, bringing your belly button into your spine and flattening your back into your mat as you start to engage your core. And I'm just going to do that for a few moments as we warm up. And with Pilates, it's all about the breath. So take a breath in, breathe out as you suck the belly in and flatten your back into the mat. Give it a tight squeeze and then breathe in as you relax. Breathing in, breathe out, pull the belly in, flatten your back, and you're going to squeeze your core, kind of like you're bringing a towel out, and then relax. Perfect. Let's move into our first exercise. This time as you breathe in, breathe out, flatten your back, and start to raise your hips up off the ground, and we're going to move straight into our bridges. So hips up and down. Beautiful. That's it. And keep going with the breath. As you lift up, you're breathing out, squeezing everything nice and tight. And as you breathe in, you relax back down. And just find your own rhythm there. But this is warming up our bums and our hamstrings. So make sure you're feeling it behind. If you are feeling it in the top of your thighs or in your quadriceps, just move your feet slightly away from you and push through the heels, and that way you'll get your glutes and your hamstrings a bit more fired up. And breathing, coming up, squeezing that bum nice and tight. Pretend you have a $50 bill between your butt cheeks and I'm trying to pull it out. That is how tight you're squeezing your bum as you're switching it on. Perfect. And breathing in. All right, we have another 10 seconds here. Last 5. Last 3, 2, 1, come back down, hands behind your head. We're going to move into a side crunch. You're going to crunch up, reach towards your ankle, reset to the middle, come back down. Crunch up, reach towards the other foot, come back to center and back down. Breathing out as you come up, reach, arm back in, perfect. Arms are optional, okay? You can do this move just with your elbows. You'd be coming up and just bringing the elbow down towards your hip and back center. Breathing out, just moving the top half of the body if you don't wish to use the arm. The whole goal here is to bring your ribcage down towards your side waist. Breathing out, flattening the back, bringing the belly button in as you start to move the top body. And breathe. Excellent. Can we bring those elbows back just a bit and rely the lift more with our chest and our belly? Got another 10 seconds here. Excellent. Good work, everyone. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's move straight into a straight ab crunch. Breathing out as you curl up. Breathing in as you come back down. Breathing out, suck the belly in, pretend you're making a dish shape with your belly. Beautiful. Breathe out, back flattens into the mat. Come back down. Excellent. Think about lifting with your chest towards your knee. That's the kind of angle you're aiming towards. And nice and slow. Beautiful. Good work, everybody. All right, let's go for another 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Back to our bridges. Hands by your side, bridging up. This time we're going to hold our bum in the air and do little pulses. We're now nice and warm. We're going to move up a level. So pulsing up and pulse and pulse and pulse. Perfect. Pick your tempo. Beautiful. If this is too much, just go back to your straight up and down to keep it modified. Otherwise, you're lifting into the air. And each time you come up, you're going to squeeze your bum and your belly button in. If you would like to take it to the next level, you just start to lift your heels up off the ground and you'll be pulsing on your tippy toes. So now we're engaging our hamstrings and our calves, bringing in those legs and breathing and squeezing. Excellent work. Let's go for another 10 seconds. Another 5, 3, 2, 1. Come back down, reset, back to our side crunches just on the right side. So we're just doing one-sided crunch and reach and reset and reach. Perfect. This is all about the side body. So bring your rib cage down towards your hip. The further you reach away, the more you're engaging. That's it. Now remember, your modification would just be to keep the arm behind your head and just move your elbow as you come up and down. If you'd like to further advance, you're going to hold your chest up and just do some side reaches. So you're not coming back down in between. The chest is up the whole time. Suck that belly button in. Good work, Jane. Push that back into the mat. Switch on the core to help you. And use the breath. We've got another 10 seconds. Breathe deep. That's 5, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Straight back into our ab crunch. Up and down. Chest towards the knees. Perfect. You can choose to stay here, or we're going to start to move our legs into a tabletop position. So, knees will be bent. Excellent. If you're not sure about this and you'd like to give it a go, just put one leg into tabletop and then you will just switch around after 3 crunches and just start to alternate. Get used to lifting the legs into the air as we now challenge our balance and our ab. Breathing out, chest towards the knee. And that's it. Flatten the back. Another 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Arms down. Last round of bridging. Let's go up and down. Excellent. And then we'll have a bit of a stretch after these next 3 exercises. So we're going to be either coming up and down, or our next challenge is to hold up. And we're just going to start to walk our feet out and then in. Okay, 2 steps out. 2 steps in. I like to walk out on my heels just to engage my hamstrings a bit more, or you can do a bit of a flat foot and that will just bring the quadriceps online. Just pick what level you want to go at. If it gets too much, remember, just come back to your straight bridging up and down. Otherwise, let's all lift our hips a bit higher into the air, squeezing those bellies as we transfer the weight from side to side. Let's go for another 10 seconds. Excellent. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Let's go crunching onto the left side. Other side crunches. That's it. Then we'll get off our backs and we'll move around. Let's warming up that core. Remember your levels. You're just going to be reaching out either with your arm or just your elbow, and it's about bringing your rib cage down towards your hip as we activate the side core. If you really want to challenge yourself, your chest will just stay up the whole time as you're doing your side reaches. Keep going. I'm going to come in to see how everyone is going. Excellent. Good work, Jane. That's it, Helen. Keep breathing. All right. Everyone's looking really good. It's all about moving. Let's go last 5 seconds here. For 3, 2, 1. Last set. Straight crunching up and down. Let's go. Let's go a little bit faster as we do our ab crunch. Breathing out. Suck the belly button in. Breathing out, lift that chest up. Remember your challenges, you can come into that tabletop. And if you really want to go to that next level already, you can start to drop one leg down as you come up. Coming up and do one leg drop. Breathing out with a leg drop, back in. Excellent. Really important to push your back into the ground and bring your belly button into your spine to engage that core. Last 10 seconds, then we'll have a stretch. For 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's all relax. Bring those knees into your chest. Rock from side to side, or you can have your feet on the mat and just shaking from side to side as we release that lower back. We should all feel nice and warm now. Give me a wave if you're warm. Excellent. Means we can up the ante. Let's all roll onto our sides. Excellent. We'll give our back and core a bit of a break. We're just going to be laying down here, both our knees bent as we move straight into a clam. Perfect. Just lifting up and down. So your feet will be together and you're just raising that top knee. Excellent. Everyone looks really good. We've done this before. Let's go proper Pilates posture. See if you can get a couple of fingers under your side waist here. You should just be slightly lifted up underneath your waist, and that's just going to lift up your bottom part of your core as well. Excellent. And breathing. You should all be feeling it in that nice top hip as we start to engage those glutes. Perfect. You can either continue here, otherwise I'm going to take you through a couple of series of different leg movements we're going to do, and I want you to just challenge yourself and move along with me to the level that you're at. So first one is we're going to start to elevate our clam, lifting your feet into the air and opening up those knees. Perfect. So we're starting to work the under leg as well and really challenging that top hip a bit more. If it gets too much, remember to drop back down into a normal clam. Perfect. You can either choose to stay here or we're going to open, start to extend the leg out, bring it back in and close the clam. Open the clam, extend down, back in and close. Perfect. So straighten, kick away from you into a full straight as we activate the whole leg. Excellent. Let's remember the breath, breathing in and out as you do the moves. That's it. Give your hip a tap there, then come back into it. Perfect. Going to move into the last bit of the clam. You're going to come out, do a beat, and kick up, back down, closing the clam. Perfect. Come out, straighten the leg, do a beat or a pulse, and come back down. That's it. Now you can go faster if you like. I like to go nice, slow, and controlled, and really focus on the breathing. We've got another 10 seconds to go. Good. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Give that hip a bit of a tap. We're almost done. We're just going to move into a couple of leg sweeps, forwards and backwards. I like to come up onto my arm. You can also do this laying down, but we'll just start to work the under waist here, just sweeping forward and back as we move just that top leg. Perfect. Good. If we're on our elbow, can we all push into our elbows so we're not dumping into the shoulders? So push up, sort of like you have a bit of a fire pit burning underneath you, and you're going to start to work that under core. Perfect. Let's sweep for another 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back down. We're going to move straight into side plank, pushing up and down. Get that elbow underneath your shoulder as we're going to be lifting up and down. Everybody's favorite exercise. Up, lifting up and down. Can you form a rainbow arcing motion with that under waist? Beautiful. Breathing. If you have weights, you're welcome to hold one up into the air. Just to add a little bit of complexity to it. Start to work those shoulders. Beautiful. Otherwise, we'll go for another 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's roll onto our bellies and come back into a child's pose. Let's just release out the back and the sideways, dropping your hips back towards your feet, stretching those arms out. You can walk from side to side with your arms if you like, otherwise just rest your head down for a nice stretch. All right, take one more deep breath in and out, and let's make our way down onto the belly. Again, we've got 3 moves, and we're going to do them each 3 times. So we're going to start with some reverse push-ups. Hands onto the mat, elbows will be out wide, but slightly back, and you're going to start to push up and down. Perfect. Now, you can choose your poison. You can either choose to leave your hips onto the ground. Just be careful of your lower back. I really want you to squeeze your bum in, okay? That way you're going to protect your lower back. Or you can start to lift your hips up off the mat and use that chest a bit more. If you're really keen, just move straight into a full push-up onto your feet. We've got another 10 seconds to go. Pick your poison. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Drop back down, arms by your side. Everything locks nice and tight. Superman it up, Superman it down. Working the lower back. Perfect. All right, so everything will be in a nice straight line. You're coming back, reaching towards your feet. And if you can, start to lift your legs up off the mat as well. If this is too much, keep your feet on the mat. Just move the top half of your body and start with a half Superman. As you come up, suck your belly in, squeeze your bum to help with the lift. And that way your abs will help lift you up as well as you reach towards your feet and work your upper back as well. This is a great full body posture exercise. Let's go for another 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Hands underneath your forehead. We're going to rest our head down. Feet will be together with your knees bent, and you'll have your knees wide. So you're kind of in like a reverse diamond shape, and you're going to push your pubic bone into the mat as you start to lift your feet into the air. So lift up, lower the legs, come back. Lift up, lower the legs, and come back. Beautiful. When you're lifting up, push your pubic bone down and squeeze your bum together. This is a nice bum exercise. Perfect. And remember your breath. Breathe out as you push up. Beautiful. We've got another 10 seconds to go, and then we're going to go back and repeat all 3 exercises, and we're going to add some different variations for you to pick your challenge if you like. Let's go another 5 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. Back to push-ups. Perfect. So you may choose to keep your hips down, or you're going to start to lift your hips up into the air. Let's go. Push up with the chest. Back down. Breathing out as you come up. Squeeze your bum and your belly to help you. And with your arms, I don't want your arms out nice and wide. They should just be tucked slightly down, kind of like you have a beach ball under your arm, and you're just squeezing your armpits down as well to help engage your lats. That's it. Ooh, got a full push up there, Jane. Well done. All right, keep going. Modification. Come onto tabletop and do your push-ups on a 4-point kneeling position if it's getting too much for the wrists. This is a nice modification to start with. Otherwise, you've got 10 seconds to go. Keep going. Last 5. For 3, 2, 1. Drop your arms down, straight back into Superman. We all know, coming up, both the chest and the legs, or just the chest. Breathing out. If you wish to take a challenge when you come up, bring your hands to your forehead, back down to your sides, back in. Come up, hands come and touch your forehead. Come back down to your sides and reset. Come up and add the arm movements. Perfect. Remember your modification. You're just chest lifting the whole time. Excellent. Good work, Rachel. Got another 10 seconds to go. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Back to our reverse frogs. Hands underneath your foreheads, feet up, knees wide. We're just going to straight frog up and down. If you need to reset and straighten your legs in between, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we're just lifting our knees up off the mat here. Modification, one leg at a time. That's it. Lifting up, push that pubic bone into the mat, suck that belly button in. Sometimes this is nice to do with a cushion or a pillow underneath your pubic bone if you need. Otherwise, just squeezing up. Perfect. Let's go, last 10 seconds here. Then we're moving straight back into our push-ups for one more round. Let's go for 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's change our push-ups straight into a tricep push-up. So this time, elbows coming to the side, and we're going to be pushing up with our triceps, okay? So suck those elbows in. Still the same movement, but you'll be feeling it in the back of your arms. We'll give that chest a bit of a break. Excellent, well done, Helen. Modification is just the cobra push-up, so you don't push up as high. Otherwise, keep going. Push through that heel of your arms. Arms will be sucked in, and you're just pushing straight up like this. Excellent. Keep going, Michael. Let's go last 10 seconds. Then we go back into our Superman. Let's go for 5, for 3, 2, 1. Superman's coming up and down. If you wish to challenge yourself, you're just going to hold your hands next to your head the whole time. All right, coming up. Excellent. That's it, Jane. So my hands are by my head. And what this does, it just challenges the core. Coming up, squeeze and hold, come back down. Use the breath into your belly. And that's it. Otherwise, modification with your arms by your side or just doing the top half of the body. Let's go, last 10 seconds. For 5, hold that belly in. For 3, squeeze that bum. For 2, and 1, coming back down. Last set of our reverse frogs. Up and down, but double leg or both legs. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you're just going to hold the legs up in the air the whole time and do tiny little pulses. So your knees do not come back down onto the mat, and you're just squeezing the bum up and down. Pick your tempo. Let's fire off the glue. And breathing. That's it. Relax the head, relax the shoulders. We're going to work them out shortly. Let's go. Last 10 seconds here. Can you lift those knees a bit higher? Last 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, perfect. Let's stand up. We're going to go straight into a squat. Let's get some cardio on the blood pumping. Squatting back down, arms in the air. All right. If you can, lift your arms up and down just to get the blood pressure going. Then we'll do a stretch and we'll do a water break. Modification, you just have your hands in a genie position, okay? But just get that heart rate going. Breathing in and out. Excellent. Perfect. All right. Arms up. Breathing. That's it. We're going to all hold our squat down on the next one. Hold it down. Arms up. Tiny little pulses, up and down. See if you can get your bum further back, like you're going to sit down onto a chair. Good, let's go a little bit lower for 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Come up, grab yourself a drink. Give those legs a bit of a shake. Grab some dumbbells if you have them. We're going to do a couple of arm exercises. Perfect. Otherwise, you can totally do this without dumbbells. It's not a problem. We're going to start out with guns in the air, hands pointing to each other. And we're just going to start pumping up into the air, like you're going to be reaching the roof. Excellent. Good work. Now let's think about the rest of our body. Let's have our feet hip distance apart. We're going to be squeezing our belly and also squeezing our bum a bit as well. Perfect. And just catch your breath and keep nice, slow, deep breathing into your belly. All right, let's go ahead and change our hand position. Let's turn our fists and palms to face myself. And now we're going to start punching up into the air again. So we're just taking the focus off the biceps and we're focusing more onto the shoulder. So we'll be slightly closer like this, whereas the one before is more like this, and we will come back to it. Perfect. All right, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Beautiful. Now I want us to interchange between the two. So you're going to do 5 fist pumps up with the hands together, 5 fist pumps up with the hands facing the front, 5 up. And we're just working different parts of the shoulder and the arm, and it's totally okay to smile as well as we get those arms nice and strong. And breathe. Use the breath to help you. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Let's go another 10 seconds. Let's get 5 more on each side. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Drop those arms down. Give them a nice roll out. Perfect. Onto the side, we're going to do some tricep kicks backs, okay? So if you have weights, use those. If not, you'll still get to squeeze the pinch and working the back of the arm here. So we're going to slightly hinge at the waist, bring that belly button in, but just make sure your knees are slightly bent as well to take pressure off your lower back. It's about pushing back. That's it. Think about like you're pushing through mud. And breathing. Excellent. All right, let's all bring our shoulders away from our ears, pull them down and back. Excellent. On the next one out, I want you to keep a straight arm. It's going to be the same move, but no bend in the arm, okay? So we're working more the upper back, squeezing those shoulder blades together and still engaging the triceps, pushing that chest forward. Good. Remember that slight bend in the knees and bringing that belly button into your spine. We've got the whole body supporting us through here. All right. Last move here. Come back and try to get your hands to touch. Can you get your hands to meet behind your back? Squeeze those shoulder blades together. If you don't quite reach, that's totally okay. It's about squeezing the shoulder blades back. All right, bring him to reach and squeeze. Squeeze back and reach down. So let's get that neck nice and long, working the upper back. Excellent. Good work, everyone. Let's hinge a bit more forward and breathing. Let's go for another 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Give those arms a nice shake out. Good, let's drop the head and let's just stretch the upper back. So pulling forward, your heart is reaching back through your shoulder blades, and just drop your head between your shoulders. All right, let's stretch those triceps out as well. So reaching up for the opposite elbow, giving a nice stretch down the back of the arm. And we're going to work our way onto the other side as well, giving it a nice stretch out. Perfect. Let's work our way back onto the mat. We have another leg side to do, another series of clams. So let's work our way back. So your opposite hip is into the air. So remember, you can either choose to lay down on your arm or be propped up here. I'll let you choose what is more comfortable. Both knees are bent, feet will be together, and we're just going to start to lift up that top leg. And breathing. That's it. All right, so can you bring your feet a little bit more forward so they're not quite in line with your backside? That'll just take a bit of pressure off your lower back. And when you come up, just squeeze through here. If you're not quite feeling it in your top hip, I want you to roll that top hip forward. All right? Excellent. All right, so we're going to take the same challenges as we did on the other side. I'll let you join me at your pace. Otherwise, this will be the basic clam that you can come back to if you need to. Let's start by elevating our feet and going straight into an elevated clam. Perfect. Now this side's going to feel a bit more fatigued than the other side because we've already used it to help stabilize the other leg. So we're going to push through and you're going to use the breath to help you. Deep breath in and out through the mouth. Perfect. All right. Next part of our clam series is you're going to come up, kick out, back in and close. Open the clam, kick out, back in and close. Perfect. And let's do some breathing. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Excellent. All right. Feeling that top part of your waist moving here. Put your hand on it. If you need to feel it, give it a pat. If it's starting to fatigue already, we're going to move into our last bit where we're going to open up and add the pulse at the end and back in. Now remember, if this gets too much, just come back to your normal clam, okay, which would just be your straight up and down. If you can keep moving and keep breathing, that is our goal here, and just take the challenges with a little pulse at the end, if that suits. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, that's it. We've got our last 10 seconds here, then we're going to give the leg a bit of a break and moving into our sweeps. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that leg down, give it a bit of a pat if you need. And what you're going to start to do is start to sweep the leg in and out, in and out. Excellent. And breathing. See if you can keep your top body nice and straight so you're kind of not wiggling all around. You can have that hand there to help keep you there, but it's kind of like you're just painting the wall and moving your leg backwards and forwards as you're doing the motion. Perfect. Let's go. Last 10 seconds here. For 5, 3, 2, 1. Drop that leg down, give it a pat. We're moving straight into our side planks, up and down. And down. I'm doing planks on my knees, but of course you're more than welcome to move straight into a full plank with your dumbbell in the hand. Otherwise, we're just lifting up, putting some pressure through that shoulder, lifting up underneath you. Hand in the air if you like to challenge your balance. Breathe out as you come up and breathe in. All right. Now, is our elbow underneath our shoulder? If you're feeling some shoulder pain, bring that arm slightly in and you might just find you have a bit more support there. Lifting up and down. All right, last 10 seconds here. Can we lift up a bit higher? Can you pull your hips through the roof? Another 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's roll onto our backs. Just rock your legs from side to side. We'll give those bum muscles a bit of a stretch out at the end. We're just going to move into a couple of more core exercises, with the first one being a Pilates 100. All right, so we're going to start with pumping the arms up and down. We'll get the arms right first. And the arms will be nice, so it's not sort of like flapping around. It's strong arms, pumping up and down. Push your back into the mat. And if you can, you're going to start to suck your belly in and lift your chest and your head up, holding that belly in and breathing. And the breath is in for 5 counts and out for 5 counts. So in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right, keep going there for another 10 seconds. Last 5. We can also do Pilates 100 up here on our knees for anyone who doesn't like it on the back. For 3, 2, 1, take a break. Just rock your knees from side to side. Perfect. All right. We're going to go back into another Pilates 100 in a second. I'm just going to show a quick modification. Anyone on their knees can certainly do the Pilates up here if we're struggling on the back. So you're still engaging the belly and it's all about the breath. Otherwise, everyone else, join me now. Chest and head up, pumping the arms, and we're just focusing on the arms and the breath. So in through the nose, short, sharp breaths, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out. One more round, and out. Excellent, and lay back down there. Thought we should give the core a bit of a nice burst there. Let's go ahead and stretch those glutes. Do a 4-point kneeling position. Breathing in. Excellent. We've worked them out nice and hard, and we're going to finish off with one more leg exercise because today is all about legs. Let's go ahead and swap over. We'll give that other glute a quick stretch before we go ahead and we power it off. And then we're all going to make our way onto all fours, kneeling like this. I'm going to turn around so you can see me in a different angle, and hands on the mat, or you can be down onto your elbows if your hands are getting sore. And we're just going to start with lifting one leg in and out. We call these kicks. That's it. And now that we've switched on our core, just bring that belly button up into the spine. And our whole point here is just see if we can just move the one leg. So hold that belly button in just to hold the whole upper body nice and still. And of course, we're going to be breathing. Excellent. Breathing in and out. You can start to bring that opposite arm out as well to really challenge the balance. One leg up and down. If you find this challenging, you might just hold one leg out on the mat just to start off with the challenge in the balance, and then eventually you might start to lift that arm up as well. So in and out. Perfect. We're going to change up the leg exercise in 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Drop back down with your knee bent. We're going to start lifting it up to the side and back in. So it's sort of like a side clam, except we call it a hydrant. And we're going to lift him up and down. Excellent. Good work. Remember, you can come down onto your elbows if your hands are getting sore. Otherwise, you can make little fists on the mat. Think about breathing. And out. Breathing in and out. We're going to really feel those legs tomorrow. That is the goal. Let's go for another 5 seconds, and then we're going to interchange between the two moves in 3, 2, 1. So we have one kick back, one hydrant. One kick back, one hydrant. One kick back, that's it. Just isolating the legs, using the breath. If you want to come down onto your elbows,
you're more than welcome to. This is what it looks like. Just moving the leg. Got another 10 seconds. Breathing. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Give that hips a bit of a shake. We're going to move straight onto the other side. So opposite leg starts to go into the air. Breathing in and out. All right, let's think about our posture here. Let's think about drawing our shoulders away from our ears. So make your neck nice and long. And I want you to think about pushing into the mat so you get some rounding up into your upper back. And that's just going to start to engage your shoulders better. If you did so on the other arm, you're going to start to lift the opposite arm out as we move into a full bird dog and start to challenge that balance. So remember your stages. If this is a bit wobbly, just have that one arm out on the mat to start to challenge the balance. And then when you're ready and your core is engaged, you can start to lift up. Excellent. Good work, everyone. Come and see what we're all doing. Good work, Helen. Good, Michael. Good, Sam. Perfect. Let's breathe. Last 10 seconds. Can we stretch that arm and leg a lot straighter? Good. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's move straight into our hydrant. So same leg. We're just going to be moving up to the side, like a side plank. Perfect. Except I want you to hold the belly button in so you're not moving the top half of the body, and you may find that you just can't climb as high, but that's okay. It's all about the hip. And breathing. All right, so we're going to finish off in a moment doing the same thing on the other side. We're going to move between these two exercises in 5 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. Let's move. 1 kick out, 1 hydrant. 1 kick out, and 1 hydrant to the side. Beautiful. Come down onto the elbows if your wrist needs a bit of a break. Otherwise, we're going to finish off nice and strong, and then we're going to give these muscles of our legs a nice stretch out again. Let's go. Last 10 seconds here. Can you kick out nice and strong? Can you push your hands into the mat and engage those shoulders? Let's go. Last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's all drop back into a child's pose. Roll those wrists out and relax that lower back. All right, let's come into a seated position. You did a lot of legs today, which is great. Let's keep going ahead and stretching out. Just going to bring one leg over bent, and we're going to bring that knee over to the opposite shoulder to get a nice stretch into the bum. Option, you can curl that leg around. Depends on your flexibility. Of course, you can modify these stretches by seating. And we're just going to sit up nice and tall as we release that glute. Excellent. Let's go ahead and stretch out the other leg. So remember, bottom leg will either be straight or it'll be bent. The main focus is bringing that knee towards your opposite shoulder, sitting up nice and straight to get a nice stretch out in those hip muscles, which we worked very hard today, which is good, to get them nice and strong. Remember, these ones are the ones stabilizing our pelvis, so really important. Let's stretch our leg forward. We'll give our hamstrings a nice stretch as well. You can choose to do this with straight legs or slightly bent to get up a bit higher, and just gently fold over your legs and drop your head down as well. Taking some nice, slow, deep breaths into your belly as we let the air circulate again and the blood flow relax. Perfect. Let's all come up into a seated position. We're all going to take 3 deep breaths in together. You can choose to close your eyes to block out the visual stimulation around from you, or you can have them open.
but I'd like you to take one deep breath in the nose and really fill up the belly. So deep breath in, hold the breath at the top for a count of 2, and then breathe it all out through the mouth. Let's repeat that. Deep breath in through the nose, hold the breath for a count of 2, 1, breathe all the way out. And just repeat that 2 more times at your own pace. And when you're ready, just slowly and gently crack your eyes open. Come back into the room around you.